Hello and welcome to the Appleby Hour. Today I'd like to talk to you about the richest country in the world, the grandest empire ever to grace the face of the earth. It's called America. It's called America, the US of A. Now, I've lived here a while. It's been 24 years now. And I don't know. I don't feel particularly richest country in the world ish, you know? The American dream is still very much alive for immigrants to this country, but for its citizens, uh, it's kind of doubtful that it ever was. I mean, it's not impossible to move up the ranks. We've got better economic mobility than a lot of places. But, you would expect in the richest country in the world for its poorest people to still be fairly comfortable. But, as there's plenty of videos up on YouTube of the people calling them zombies, homeless people rotting away. People homeless people up in Alaska drinking themselves to sleep and then waking up with hypothermic fingers and having them cut off. That's there's an incongruence here. It's like, okay, richest country in the world with fingerless homeless people. How did that happen? Hmm? What's with the trailer parks? Huh? What's with so many of us living beneath human dignity? How did that happen? And the answer is pretty clear. It's the people up at the top, the people who have risen up the ranks are fighting tooth and nail to extract every bit of wealth they possibly can from the people at the bottom and keep them there. You know, the rich, the owner class of this great empire, they want us to remain desperate. They need us to know that there's an edge and you can fall off. And you gotta have your fingers cut off. You're gonna have to beg on the street corner. Anything helps. Anything helps, please. Do you want to be that? Oh, well, I didn't think so. So I guess you better. I think you actually did want to clean the deep fryer. I think. Now, have you reconsidered? And that's the deal you get here in the United States. It's not right, but it is what it is. And we as a people have just we've learned to accept it. We've learned that hard work, right? You can scrounge and scrap and work yourself to the bone. And then maybe you won't lose your house. Maybe you won't go bankrupt. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you said cancer. Oh, well, never mind. You're going bankrupt. Never mind. You're fucked, actually. I don't know. It seems so obvious to me that how this is not how we ought to live. Richest country in the world. I don't I think that we can spread it around a little, and that makes me a dirty communist. Well, I don't know. Maybe if if our country wasn't so horrible and exploitative, I wouldn't feel like that was a reasonable option. That I mean, to be fair, Marx's central critique of capitalism is unimpeachable. The boss makes way more money. You get paid a fraction, a teeny tiny fraction of what you make for the boss. And in small businesses that fraction is bigger. It's a bigger chunk, but this country isn't run by small business. It's run by big business, Walmarts and Lockheed Martins and those types, you know, big banks and tech companies. And they have the most control over your life. I've never understood this. Americans, like, there really is something to the American spirit, that we yearn for freedom. We, and to a certain extent, we will accept nothing less. You really have to sweeten the deal for us to give them up. It's like, okay, guys, are you sure you won't give up your freedom to privacy? Are you sure? No, no, that's ours. Okay, but what if we gave you a little glass cube that lets you learn, produce anything? How about that? Would you trade your freedom for that? Hmm. I could learn anything and make whatever I want with a little glass cube. I do like glass cubes. They're kind of shiny. you know? I don't know. It's again, I so much of my frustration is that I know we can be more, and instead we're this. This is beneath our dignity. We should be a shining city on the hill, a place that the rest of the world looks to. I suppose to a certain extent we still are, but I don't know, from the inside it seems so hollow. As someone born here, it seems like a false promise, something for other people, but not for the locals, Like we get screwed over. I mean, everybody gets screwed over, but at least if you're a Mexican sneaking across the border, you're upgrading the quality of screw, For us, it's just been this way the whole time. Working that 9 to 5. Ugh, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, the poorest American should not be living on the street. That is absurd. It's absurd. Now I understand that people they attach value to hard work. They want to earn the things that they have. They want to feel like it's because of them that it exists, because they had the fortitude to make it happen. And I think that's an admirable quality. But to be so single-mindedly obsessed with it that we let people rot away in the gutter, that's that that's not who we should be. I don't think it's who we want to be. I don't know. I don't know. Leave your comments, especially if you're a fellow American. And I'm not talking about you, Canadians. Get out of here. Go to shoo. Especially if you're French. Shoo. I, I've been Appleby. Like, subscribe, like I said, comment. Do the things.